morning, Edinburgh. This is day 3. We got a castle, a palace. The whole city of Edinburgh is actually in a volcano, extinct of course. Edinburgh Castle sits on a castle rock, meaning a volcanic piece of rock. There has been at least 24 royal families that live here. To get to the castle, you gotta climb a little bit up. It's about like a 5-minute walk. The price is 19.5 euros. The castle is open from, I think, 9:30 to like 4:30 p.m. or so. There's a lot to explore around here, so I will say allocate around an hour to 2 hours. During the holidays, they have a light show happening at the castle. I think it starts around 5 p.m. to like 9:30 p.m. The tickets are not the same as the one during the day. You have to pay more, but they have some like 3D mapping and animations through the walls. So if you're coming to the castle, make sure that you get your tickets ahead of time. Try to time it between 10:30 to 11, and that way you can leave at prime time, which is around 12:30, 1 o'clock. So that's gonna help you maximize the time that you're able to spend here. Okay, there's a tiny little attraction that I was just told, and this is called the Witch's Well. You may miss it if you get out of the castle. This is a great trick. If you see this sign, it's right next to it, and it's tiny. And the reason why it exists is because a lot of witches were hanged and killed in this area. So this is kind of like a memorial for it. If you're interested in coming, tickets are £21 each. Reservations do sell out quite fast. So make sure that as soon as you get to Edinburgh, or even before, you know the day that you are doing it and you book your reservation right away. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to film. They don't allow filming because the Mary King's Close sits under a public building, an official building. So Holyrood is one of the most important buildings here in Scotland. This is where the royal family used to live. Construction of the palace started in 1671 and it was completed in 1678. So what you're saying is the original Holyrood Abbey. In the year 1128, King David I was hunting in these lands and he had a vision. And the vision was he saw a stag that has some kind of like holy cross, and then he decided to make a church right here. The other theory is that Holyrood Abbey's name came from a relic that was held here until somewhere in the middle of the 1300s. Then he proceeded to continue building the castle. When you come to the palace, your ticket includes a free audio tour, and I couldn't show you the second floor of the palace where the rooms are and all of that. You're not allowed to film. I think you can do the whole palace in around an hour. After the Battle of Flodden in 1513, a wall was erected, I think right there. That became the World's End. And this spot, which sits right next to World's End Close, has been open for quite some time. And they've been serving food and drinks for many, many, many moons. And we are going to check it out. In the middle of George Street, in the heart of Newtown, there is this beautiful restaurant, the Dome. This spot needs a reservation. It sells out quite often. Historically, this wasn't a restaurant, it was a bank. It was a Scottish bank. When you make your reservation, you get a choice of either the tea room, then the bar, and then the main restaurant. We chose the main restaurant because we want to have a full-on dinner. So make sure that when you're booking, you're choosing the right spot. Seems that there's a Christmas menu happening right now. Prices are not as bad as I thought it was gonna be. Honestly, I thought it was gonna be much more expensive, but it's only at 52 pounds. I think it's good for a 3-course meal in such a fancy spot. Anyways, enjoy the B-roll. From this oversized living room that we barely use, I will say goodbye, hasta mañana, rest, and be nice to everybody around you. Ciao.